Hi everyone, my name is Janin Koch from Aalto University and I'm going to present SemanticCollage, a tool that uses semantic labeling to help designers better identify material that reflect their ideas and help them reflect and make sense of visual inspirations. But before I present our work, I would like to talk about the visual ideation process we focus on. In inspiration-seeking methods, visual material is considered to be most suitable to support the construction of new ideas and concepts. One common method is the collection of such visual material in form of collage, also called mood boards. In the dynamic and iterative process, designers switch between searching and making, and the final collage can help to reflect and communicate new concepts and design. To gain a more nuanced understanding of this process and inspiration ideas for tools that avoid disrupting creative flow, we conducted two preliminary studies. First, we looked at the physical design process by conducting a participatory design workshop with two groups of designers and HCI professionals. The second focused more on the digital design process in form of a survey, when design professionals answers regarding their use of mood boards in recent design practice and design approaches for earlier and later stages of mood boards. The detailed results can be found in the paper. Based on these pre-studies, we identified 4 design implications for developing tools. First, workshop participants had difficulty articulating why particular images were right, and survey designers had problems to express visual ideas as search terms. As a majority of respondents in our survey said to only create digital mood boards nowadays, this becomes even more critical. So we saw the need helping designers to transform visual ideas into effective search terms. Second, designers explained to spend significant time, from minutes to even hours, for searching inspirational images. Some first browse random new images and then use Google reverse image search to find similar ones. Others search for initial relevant keywords in similar contexts to begin a search session. Hence, we saw the need to let designers use any combination of image and text-based material as search expressions. Third, even if designers choose a good initial search query, they still struggle to guide the following search, since most image platforms return highly similar images. More exploratory and relevant images, however, are necessary as in-between steps, also called anchor points, to refine the search towards the desired result. Therefore, we saw the need to let designers specify either visual or textual anchor points to guide the search. And last, workshop participants combined images into larger abstract concepts, which they then discussed. Similarly, our survey respondents reported using their mood boards to reflect on their ideas. Therefore, we saw the need to help designers reflect on abstract visual concepts by suggesting meanings of relevant clusters of images. So, with that in mind, we wondered, how can a design tool support such visual exploitation and exploration search and help designers reflect on their digital visual material? I'm presenting today SemanticCollage, an easy-to-use semantically enhanced tool for creating mood boards. In order to present the semantic labels, the system uses a 2-stage retrieval process of an object recognition algorithm and a classification algorithm that maps image attributes to classes in an ontology. We apply a semantic labeling algorithm provided by Google Vision, which allows us to let designers use any visual material, either from online sources or their own uploaded material. We retrieve new semantic labels every time an image is cropped or dragged onto the screen or similar. For each image, we select the 10 labels retrieved with the highest confidence score to describe the current image. This allowed us to convert any image into a list of labels. Designers can drag multiple images to the search and combine it with text. The related semantic labels are displayed underneath, and their relevance score can be manipulated using the plus and minus button. On search, all relevant labels are considered to build a new image query. We can apply this approach to any normal search engine, including design ones like Unsplash or more common ones like Google Image Search or DuckDuckGo. We chose the latter one for its limited tracking behavior, good result quality, and for the fact that it is open source. During the design process, designers interpret images and groups of images to make sense of larger concepts. Semantic Collage supports this by providing tag clouds and extracted color samples. On the top left, the first tag cloud represents the frequency of the labels presented on the canvas. The bigger a label, the more frequent it is. The user can switch to an alternative cloud in which the spatial size of the image is taken into account, making labels of larger images more prominent in the cloud. Clicking labels within this cloud highlights all images on the mood board that share that semantic label. In the middle left, a second cloud reflects the confidence score of the semantic labeling algorithm for a selected subset of images, which is treated as a single image, which often produces semantic labels that diverge from the individual semantics and making it easier to understand the similarity. We conducted a structured observation of 12 professional designers to investigate the potential of semantic labels for mood board ideation. After completing a set of 5 tasks, participants presented their mood boards to a potential client, played by the experimenter. They then completed a questionnaire, including a creativity support index evaluation, as well as Likert scale questions that compare participants' preferences. The experimenter conducted a final semi-structured interview to probe for details about participants' experience. Participants conducted 5 tasks separated in 3 sets. In the first set, we focused on image collection. Participants were asked to create 2 mood boards that express a visual concept for a joint cafe and office space called Coffee Store and a meat bar where teams can meet after work with a casual atmosphere of a bar. The semantic tools were available in one of these tasks and deactivated in the other, in a counterbalance design. In the second set, we focused on evaluating semantic collage's impact on reflection. Participants were asked to prepare 2 new mood boards representing the concept of a high-end shoe store and children's fashion store. Similar to the first set, the semantic tools were available in one task and deactivated in the other in a counterbalance design. Finally, participants were asked to create a new visual sales concept for the upcoming summer holidays and retrieved more details about target audience and context. In this final set, participants were allowed to use the semantic tools if they wanted. In the end, the vast majority of participants preferred semantic labels for compose and reflection tasks compared to the non-semantic versions. Most designers rated semantic labels as useful, especially for initially collecting and composing material. Questionnaires revealed that when interacting with semantic labels, users rate creativity support higher in terms of enjoyment and exploration, which are both crucial to collect and reflect upon inspirational material. Semantic collage helped designers to express their visual ideas better. Revealing the underlying semantics of images reduced the burden of coming up with right search terms. Some mentioned to find a lot of new images that they wouldn't probably have found without the visual search. It further provided designers with the ability to say, this picture is kind of nice, but I want to have something similar than that one. With that, semantic collage also helps to better align search results to the designer's intentions. Semantic collage further helped to make sense of visual material and better communicate their ideas to others. Some participants mentioned that Reflection Cloud helped them when they got stuck. They used the presented tags to identify new aspects of the topic. Designers also found semantic labels helpful when seeking missing words, to explain why they are interested in a certain picture and to help them to clear up their thinking. Finally, semantic collage encouraged a fluid ideation while having an increased feeling of control about the process and design. Participants appreciated the ability to adjust the relevance of individual labels to get the pictures they wanted more quickly. Study participants especially enjoyed their level of control because they were able to see the keywords and understood how the system works. To summarize, we developed a system that was flexible and controllable to assist designers with visual ideation. We introduced semantic labeling in the context of mood board design, where it is able to provide relevant semantic meanings of images usable for reflection as well as search to either explore or exploit a creative space. With that, semantic collage demonstrates how we can create a fluid, intuitive tool that takes advantage of state-of-the-art semantic labeling algorithms to offer designers better support for ideation and sense-making. That concludes my talk, and thank you for your attention. For the interested audience, we will release the code for Semantic Collage under the link on the slide and in the paper.